We're at the ASG booth with Bob again. Another
SHOT
year.
Show
It's probably, I don't know how many it's
another
been.
year, another shot. I think it's my 13th SHOT Show.
Really?
Yeah.
It's almost my, I don't think I've done 13, but it's getting close.
It's up there, yeah.
And we have some new products, some new AR lines. We have some new HPA type stuff.
Some stuff for Canada. We'll get into it a little bit later.
Hopefully we'll get to that. Yeah. So let's start with this AR line here. This is interesting, a nice, inexpensive product.
Yeah. I would say that, you know, to set expectations, this isn't going to be some reinventing the wheel ARs, right? They're AR AEGs, but they're going to be hitting the market middle of this year, maybe actually as early as, say, April or May. And they're just meant to be really affordable, nice, reliable ARs. We're going to have a all-polymer version, a metal rail polymer receiver version.
So metal rail?
Yeah.
And then polymer receiver?
Yes, metal rail polymer receiver. Okay. So these are actually 3D printed prototype rails, so they're all polymer. So, but depending on which one, you know, the production ones are going to be metal, right? So don't let the 3D printing kind of throw you off. But yeah, and then we're going to have an all metal version. And
this one.
Yep, exactly. And then we're actually really aiming for a kind of almost a throwback to early or late 2010s price. We're aiming for like maybe like $150 for the all polymer one, and then around maybe 220-ish, 210-ish for the all metal one. And these are all going to come with battery and a charger.
Oh, nice.
The bottom two here are going to have an ETU. The top one is standard inline, but with a micro switch trigger.
Okay. So other than that, other than the ETUs, similar components inside?
Yeah, standard internals.
Motors and things?
Motors and things, yeah. And then they're also going to come with two springs, a outdoor spring that's also Canada market legal, and then a softer 330 FPS spring.
Easy to change?
It's very easy to change. It's just pop it out through the extension, barrel extension, or not the barrel extension, but the buffer tube.
Okay. Yeah, and super lightweight. Obviously, this guy will be nice, compact, lightweight.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great price.
Yeah, we're just aiming, you know, kind of like right now, everyone's wallets are hurting a little bit, right? So we're aiming for stuff that people can afford to buy and still get out to play without having to pay a premium. Because you know, we're all looking for distractions from work or whatever it is. So.
And in Canada, we won't have to have the orange tips, so hopefully we get them just
correct,
like this.
right. We'll get which guys some of the black tips.
Perfect. So what else do you want to show? Well, we're right here.
Yeah, we got some
This
just some
is older,
fun stuff.
right? But
it's older, but it's fun stuff. Everyone always loves the 40 mic launchers. So in this case, it's our GL06. We've been told by many of our customers that this is really the best 40 millimeter launcher on the market. Metal and polymer, super durable, beefy design, nice long barrel, so you can fit all kinds of rounds into it. And then a key point actually that I guess is what makes ours very reliable is ours has a very long firing pin. There seems to be a problem with other launchers on the market where if the firing pin is too short, it can't reliably trigger the I guess you can call it the primer, quote unquote, on some airsoft cartridges. But ours is a very long firing pin, quote unquote, pin. So it'll fire pretty much anything reliable.
Okay, good.
So yeah, it's like I said,
more dependable, more reliable. Probably works with more ammunition types.
More ammunition types. The long barrel plus the long firing pin. It's just it'll shoot pretty much anything you can fit in the barrel, whether it's your regular beehive rounds or big moss cart rounds. You can stuff a Nerf football in there. It'll even shoot like all the tag-ins and all the pyro rounds.
Oh wow,
so,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so like, again, it's an old favorite. It's actually been on the market for quite a while, but we still sell a really good amount of these because people like the novelty of it.
It is a novelty item for sure. Since we're on this side, HPA products. So this is something coming out maybe later on this year. We're working on something specifically for the Canadian market. So as you know, or as your Canadian viewers know, Canada has a 367 feet per second import limit, right? Where if it's not over that, you can't get into the country. And historically, pretty much all of our gas blowback guns don't reach that. They reach about 340-ish or so. So we're looking at, we're working on a solution with a HPA thing where basically it'll get these guns up to a Canada legal importation limit. You'll be able to get into the country.
After it's in the country, what you do with it afterwards yourself is up to you, of course.
Yeah, if you have areas that you're legally allowed to have lower than 3 own, then you can possibly change it over.
You can come, it's up to you, but we are going to make, we're looking to get these guns to where you can actually get them into Canada legally without any kind of,
that's the
any
trick.
kind of, So, yeah, we're pretty excited for that.
Pretty much any gun that's gas should work like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well that brings a lot more options to Canada then.
Yep.
All right, and you had another pistol with a
correct. That's also Canada. So
yes.
Canada actually is getting some love this year from us. That historically it's been a little bit challenging. So for the 2P10s, these came out 2 years ago, but they weren't Canada legal. They're CO2 powered, but they only did about 330, 340 feet per second. So for these, we're also doing a thing with the Canadian version where it'll come with a higher velocity valve that'll get it up to about 380, and same thing, it'll be Canada legal, so your Canadian customers will have access to both different models, the all black and the FTE version, full blowback, CO2 powered, so it'll be nice and reliable in Canadian
temperatures. And these will be CO2, right?
Yeah, CO2. It'll come with both an iron sight and a optics plate, where you can mount a red dot on.
Perfect.
So we're same thing with this one. We're aiming for hopefully, I don't know, maybe March, April.
Yeah.
Ideally, we have them available for Canadian markets. So just get in touch with your dealers if you're interested and make them aware of it.
Okay, this caught my eye. Is this just a new sort of setup, trimmed up a little different?
Yeah, exactly. That one down there is basically just AAP. We just threw some of the parts that we also carry on them just to show people the possibility.
You guys always have a lot of accessories.
We try to try to show people the possibilities of airsoft,
which is great because maybe we can get more of them in over time, and people can dress up their products. Because I know people love customizing their products for sure. I think that's it. That's what we kind of talked about, right?
Yeah. And then we have some smaller stuff like
ammunition.
For ammo, everyone needs BBs, right? And so with our BBs, the blaster line, it's made in Denmark. We've had this for basically since ASG opened up as a business over 20 years ago. But we kept adding different lines and different names, and it got confusing. So now we're revamping our BB line. We actually just finished revamping it, where now it's a consistent branding, where we just have blasters, and then we have alpha blasters, which are the premium, high polish, high quality BBs, and then we have what are called beta blasters, and these are more of a field grade BB. Fields can use them for rentals. You can use them to target shoot in the backyard, but they're still skirmishable. It's just for people with a little bit more of a budget. And then so everything's been consolidated under just the blaster brand, and we have BBs ranging from bio to bio tracer in green to red tracers to just regular BBs, a whole gamut of weights and features. So we're pretty excited. These are actually arriving in the US, hopefully start of February. So by the time this video is live, these should be available for the US.
So hopefully we'll have some of that in our store available for purchase with the products.
Yeah, and these are very competitively priced. We've also, part of the consolidation of our line is we've been able to trim everything down and really focus more on volume and have very competitive pricing on these.
Awesome. Well, I think that wraps it up. Appreciate you, Bob.
Yeah,
it's always great getting interviews through you. Every year it's fantastic. All right, take care.
Perfect. Have a good show.